Welcome to Reclaiming Wellness. I'm Tiffany, and you are joining me as I am taking a 6-month journey into reclaiming my health, my balance, and my creativity. This video is my 1-month check-in for January. If you watched my mid-month video, you know that January started a little challenging for me, and it stayed challenging the whole way through, but it provided me with plenty of opportunity to actually learn, grow, and shift my mindset. So let's go on that journey. So for my health, in January, I took a step towards recovering from what I did in December and really honing in on my nutrition. It was a bit difficult. I had some challenges. There's certain foods that I really love to eat that don't quite agree with me. And I decided that I wanted to skirt the line with actually removing them from my diet and learned that that's not something that we get to do, Tiffany. If your body doesn't like it, you have to listen to your body. It doesn't like it. So the beginning of the month, I played around a little more with eating. I mentioned before it was popcorn that causes inflammation in my body, corn in general. And I removed it. And I started to notice the shift in the change in the inflammation going on in my body. So that's fantastic. That's a win for me. Another health win that I had is just my body continually surprises me with how strong it really is. And both in physical sense and physiological sense. Physically, I am lifting, so I'm lifting heavier than I ever have and didn't used to lift. Physiologically, it's still holding on to weight because of some of the things that I did in the past that weren't quite right for my body. And it doesn't trust me just yet. And it lovingly is trying to protect me. So I have to lovingly let it know I'm not going to do that anymore. Which leads me into my my balance, balancing out my hormones and balancing out my whole system so that it calms down. I have had a calmer month in January than I have in the past, which is surprising to me because I'm doing so much that causes anxiety for me. But I put my practices into place, my meditation, my self-care. I've made all of these a priority, and my body is recognizing that I'm doing that. So I've had a couple of situations that would have had me go to the bed and just kind of curl up in a ball, and I've sailed through. So I've had moments where I could feel the anxiety coming, and then I put the practices into place. And then that's when I recognizing, okay. And then there's times where I get to look back and see that I didn't even go there in the first place. So that is coming along beautifully. I know to continue my practices and continue to keep my mind in a healthy space. I think one of the biggest things that is letting me know that my anxiety is starting to ebb is we are at a time where the conflict in the world is intense. We are in election season. There is a lot to be anxious about. This is the same kind of environment I was in when I first had my episode with panic attacks, and I'm handling it differently. And the difference is really my spiritual practice. I had let it go at that time because I got real mental in my studies, and now I'm not doing that. I have a lot of things going on, but that spiritual practice of not feeling helpless either, being able to have that morning where I do my prayer and I send the prayers out to the world, it is powerful how much that allows you not to go into that space of helplessness. So if you have practices like that, please right now dive into those. It's super important that you do. I'm actually going to have a meditation that I'll be linking. Oh no, I have a meditation that, I have a meditation that I'll be linking and that's going to hit on Sunday. That's for diving into calming your nervous system and anxiety. So go ahead and check that one out. I have other meditation that is about being patient with your practice, and that I put out. You can go to right now. I'll link those both down below. So the last area is my creativity. And this is an area where I get all wins. I danced this month. I created jewelry this month. I opened my Etsy store this month. So I'll link that down below too if you want to check out my bracelets. I did so much creatively. And that's another thing that I was lacking when I went into panic attack and depression. I wasn't feeding these areas because you look out into the world so much and you know there's a lot going on, and feeling helpless and hopeless is not the way for us to be able to affect change in the broader world, but really in our communities, and that's where we can have the greatest effect. So, didn't mean to get all preachy, but this is coming to me as I'm talking because I'm recognizing what I lacked when I got to the space where now I have to reclaim my wellness, and what I'm doing and how powerful it is in keeping me in a peaceful space where I can also be of service to my clients and be of service to my family. And it's two different worlds. I'm excited to continue to keep this journey going. I've got 5 more months to go, and I just know if I keep practicing these things, keep working with the help that I've surrounded myself with, that there's so much more joy to come. So, thank you for joining me, for hearing me. I want to hear from you. I want to hear about your journey, where you're at. I don't care if it's something that is, you know, bringing you luscious joy, or if it's something that you're needing some help with. Comment down below and let's have a conversation. We heal in community, and I want to create that community because it's part of my core values. So, like, subscribe if you are not subscribed, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.